Yo, what's up everybody? It's Drewberry and we just got a new location in Marvel Snap. It is Camp Lehigh. Add a random 3-cost card to each player's hand. It's not that thrilling. We've already seen locations like this, like the hub, right? You get a random card, any cost, any power level, doesn't matter, to each player's hand. This one is focused on the 3-cost cards. There's a few strategies that you can maybe work around with this, but I think for the most part, you can just play your strong decks just like you were playing yesterday. It's not going to change too much in your games. There might be the odd time where it gives them the perfect answer that they didn't otherwise run in their deck, but I think for the most part, the 3 drops are just kind of like and might not make a big difference. So I have a few strategies that I'm going to cover really quickly, and I have a deck list here that I think is very, very strong. In fact, it's so strong that in our recent Creator Clash tournament in New York City, if you haven't checked that out, go over to Kawatek's channel on Twitch. He's got the full VOD there. So this deck right here was run by DMoney, and he came in 2nd place and just about beat everyone except for the Thanos deck run by Ordinary Harry in the finals. And this deck does not look that great, right? It's got the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. You got Agent Coulson, Maria Hill, Agent 13. Like, these are cards that are just normally kind of like, I don't really need them. But all of a sudden they work together really nicely because they buff up that dino. You can play it reliably and get easily like 15 power. And then on 6, you can play Aero and just pull whatever your opponent's answer is over to a different location. That's the idea behind the deck, honestly. It's really good for battle mode because it gives a lot of surprise cards to your hand, a lot of fuel that your opponent won't know what you're running. But also, I just think it's good for ladder. It's just straight up good deck. It's easy to pilot and it's good. So Camp Lehigh actually specifically works with this deck pretty nicely for a few reasons. One, because of Devil Dino right here. He's going to get +2 power for each card in your hand. If you get a card from the location to your hand, that's just adding more fuel, more cards, more options, right? So that's great. It's going to give +2. Then we also have Quinjet. I think Quinjet is a really spicy option because that 3 cost is now going to only cost you 2 compared to your opponent having to pay the full 3 energy cost of that card that they randomly acquired. So Quinjet's just a really good option this week to throw in. Give it a shot. Why not? You're going to get that card discounted, right? And then lastly, you have the Collector. So Collector is going to get +1 power from that card going to your hand. Now that only works if Camp Lehigh is the 3rd location on the board, right? Because you can't play Collector until 2, and you've already seen 2 of the locations. The effect triggers when the location is revealed. So it really only works on that 3rd location, but this deck in general works really well with Collector. So it's really worth putting in your deck or running this list. Some other pretty wacky ones I was thinking of was Silver Surfer, right? It's a 3 cost. It gives you another 3 cost that you can play to buff for your Silver Surfer. Now, normally in Surfer decks, you're trying to hit specific 3 costs. You're not just throwing any out there, but maybe the draws weren't that great and the Camp Lehigh comes up clutch and gives you something really good that you can buff up with your Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer decks have kind of taken a step back since their nerf from +3 power to +2 power, but hey, maybe it's a good week to give it a shot again. And then if I'm really stretching it, I thought maybe Hela would be good because this is another card that you can throw into your hand that can get discarded. That's not Hela. So normally in discard Hela decks, you're trying to avoid discarding your Hela, taking that chance, or you tuck it behind Invisible Woman or whatever. But it's just another card that'll be in your hand that can get discarded and revived with Hela. So maybe that's like pretty viable. It's bonus power, right? You kind of need more options. It's going to be random where they play, so it's always nice having a better option. So I think that could actually be somewhat decent, but that's a bit stretching it. And if I stretch it even further, the last card I'll say is Domino. I don't know if this is any good, but the idea being, if you were running a curve deck and you had like Quicksilver, Domino, and America Chavez in your deck, you would have a turn 1 Quicksilver, turn 2 Domino, turn 3 whatever Camp Lehigh gave you, right? And then turn 6 America Chavez, and all you have to do is think about your 4 and 5. Maybe, I don't know. It's guaranteed cards, guaranteed value, guaranteed power, but are they good? No, they're not. You'll be tight to find some wins there, but who knows? Maybe there's Domino value finally this week. But anyways, we're gonna run the deck list right up there in a few games and see how it does. So let's get to the games. All right, let's get this going. So what we can do here. Nova Roma, that's always a nice start. White Queen, okay. We play Iceman, I can Collector on 2. Maria Hill on 3. Wait, I saw the trumpet, but I didn't hear anything. So I'm going to go with that was a bug. And that there should be a sound effect for Camp Lehigh. But we didn't get it. And I got Morph. Morph is the new recruit for the team. Alright, so Collector was a bit of a waste and didn't land on time. Oh my gosh. If I play Quinjet any time, it's going to discount Morph. Wakanda. Okay. And there's Quinjet. So, there you go. I guess it's going to showcase what this does exactly. I could play Maria Hill. Or do I play Scorpion? Turn 4, what am I doing? I'm probably playing White Queen. Turn 5, I'm probably playing Aero or something along those lines. Maria Hill will be nice to play at some point because then I have 1-drop with Aero. But maybe I get away with that on turn 5. So let's Scorp for now. Let's Scorp down the mid. See what happens. There you go. Discounted Morph. I don't know what that's going to do for us. Well, if my opponent discards their hand appropriately, that could copy APOC. Okay. White Queen now. Not sure where I feel I need the power here. Honestly, probably the right-hand side with the Aero. Yeah, they're going to play a card there. A little bit nervous about it. So I do get a APOC. Okay, it's discounted as well because of Quinjet. Looking like a pretty worthwhile play next turn, actually. They have 7 cards in hand. Here's hoping they Modoc. I am still going to run with... Ooh. Ooh. I was going to do the Aero, wasn't I? Maybe. We don't. Maybe we go APOC mid. Or left, rather. Or we put a bunch of stuff to our hand. We buff the Collector. We have enough power here. Hope that we're still winning the right. An Aero. I think that'll end up working. No, they're going to go on the right. That kind of sucks. Ooh, X. Ghost. Don't need it, but very cheap. Okay, so interesting. Look at the power. Because Aero here is pretty nasty, and Ghost there ties it. But not quite a win. Still, they have 6 cards in hand. Morph is not reliable. How unfortunate. Gosh, and I can't play Aero and Morph. What a game. Don't know how I feel about it. Morph doesn't seem like a good play. I think this is straight up the best possible play, but that's only going to be 9 on the left. He discards one thing. He's going to win there. We're going to have 10 on the mid, which is not too shabby, and then we tie here. A differential of 10. I feel like APOC anywhere beats that. For sure, right? Whereas maybe Morph plus, I don't even know plus what. No, we just go for the rock slide play. Hope this is enough. Let's see what happens. Come on, Morph. You're from Camp Lehigh. Let's see if you can do it. It's going to be a Modoc play, which is going to be pretty wild, but that's going to make it so that APOC is the only card in hand. Maybe some swarms in there as well. I kind of missed that. 23 power APOC. Is Morph going to copy him? He is. He is. And Morbius is looking huge, but it doesn't matter. And we get the 2 cubes. Oh my gosh, dude. That is what I'm talking about. Any other play I definitely would have lost. Like trying to compete on the left was no shot. I don't know why they Modoc'd on 6 unless they just drew it and hoped that I wouldn't contest the right hand side. That was perfect. Morph from Camp Lehigh won us the game. And we were able to discount him via Quinjet, playing with Rock Slide on the final turn. How about that? Alright, we'll do 1 or 2 more here. Oh gosh, I love it when a plan comes together. This deck is pretty good though, on its own right. I think it's good. I mean, one of the reasons is because of battle mode. It did really well in battle mode tournament scene, right? But I think it's good because of the unknown factor in your opponent's eyes. They don't know what's in your hand at any given moment in time. And then you just have strong cards with Devil Dino and Aero. Thanos deck coming out of the opponent here with the Mind Stone. Sanctum Sanctorum is not good for the opponent. They might have the Space Stone though, which could mess me up. We're gonna leave with Scorpion. I'm unlimited on space here. Beast. I don't think I have anything that can get over. Unless I generate it. Whoa, Mindscape. Well, they might have the Reality Stone. It might want to switch it up for us. For now, I'm just going to get cards out here. We're going to get a squirrel back with the Mind Stone? What? It's got to be Killmonger, right? It's got to be Killmonger. I'm going to go Omega Red. I feel like that's the play. I don't have a lot of space. Ideally, I Aero somewhere so the really, really congested. Let's see what happens. Kind of like me. Okay, it is going to be Reality Stone and Mojo World and then Deathlock to destroy those 3 cards. Okay. That makes sense. I am really making it so that they have to play 3 more cards at Mojo World. So I really love the idea of playing Aero here to pull 1 over to the left. I imagine they're going to try and fill up the Mojo World at this point in time. And then I just finish it off with more power. Yeah, there it is. It's not going to be a destroy card either. There's no way. Yeah, it's magic. So they are full in the left. That's game. That's game. It's over. I'm going to snap. You're done. You're done, bud. You can't play a card on the left. You can't even buff things. I can play this. I don't know. Maria Hill, because why not get them boosters, you know what I'm saying? And then we got a Mega Red to win Sanctum Sanctorum. It's all over. I could have played, honestly, I could have played Nick Fury on the right if I really felt that 1 power mattered. But they have to play 3 cards and surpass 16 power. So there's no shot and they're out of here. The retreat system is kind of acting funky lately. So that was a weird retreat from the opponent. But there you go. That was a pretty nice showing. We didn't see Camp Leahy. I just realized that. But you know what? The Camp Leahy, it's not all that important this week. It's such an irrelevant location, you know, which is kind of nice. We gotta have those every now and then. So I'm probably gonna leave this one in and just go for 1 more. All right. You gotta have like the kind of boring locations every now and then, right? Not every single week can be this crazy game-changing location. The small variance ones, the ones that don't impact the game a whole lot, you need them. Shuri's Lab, okay. Washington, D.C. And every now and then they're really impactful. We'll buff up the Sentinel. But like getting 1 random 3 cost, not feeling impactful. Not enough to change things or to really worth building a deck around. Man, the trumpet with no sound effect is pretty cringy. I don't know what's going on there. But I appreciate it. I appreciate the little trumpet. He's working overtime with no reward. Sad days. All right, so we get Lady Sif. That's not going to help us. We did not want Lady Sif. But it's okay. It's okay because we have other means of winning this game. And if I really have to, I can play Lady Sif later at the end of the game. But she's not working with my deck. The Hood. Actually not bad. But look, they got so buffed at Washington, D.C. I don't know if it's worth trying to get the Demon to play it at Washington, D.C. Could be. They're going to snap on me. That's some next level confidence. I actually think I will lean into that a little bit. I'm going to draw 3 cards from playing these 3 cards. Get a lot of power out there, and then I can play Devil Dino, and I can play Aero and the Demon on turn 6. That's the plan. That's the plan. We're going to roll with that. Oh gosh, my cat has come to say hello. Hello. Let's see what they got. They were fired up. So far, they're not playing at Shuri's Lab. Ebony Moth is probably one of the worst. Squirrels. Interesting. And then Killmonger, which is going to destroy Quinjet, the Hood. Not the worst. Not the worst, if I'm being honest. Because I feel like I can still Devil Dino there to great value. And then I Aero Demon. Aero on the right. Demon on the left. GG's. I feel like they were a little too fired up with that Killmonger play. Now, if they play Death now, might be in trouble. They have Shuri's Lab here. No, it's going to be Deathlock first. That's only 10. That's 3 energies. Got 2 energies remaining. It's going to be Death. That kind of sucks. That does suck. But we are winning with Cable in the mid. So I still feel like this is a winning play. They're probably going to try and get some power out on the left. And I'm just hoping Cable's enough. If they don't play 3 cards, then we're fine. Let's see what happens. They play 1. We Aero it to the mid. This is why she's one of the best cards in the game. And it's not going to get the value that they had hoped for. It's going to be Aero themselves. But that's too late because I had priority and I pulled first, winning the game. There you go. This deck is super legit. It was piloted by DMoney in our SnapClash Creators tournament in New York City. He ended up coming in second, and he pretty well steamrolled most of the competition. It does not look intimidating. It looks almost memey because it's got some weird cards like Maria Hill and Agent Coulson that have kind of been laughed out, for a really long time. But it's also got just some staple strong cards in Aero and Devil Dinosaur, and it's super easy to pilot, and you end up getting a lot of power out for like no effort. And you always have options in your hand, right? You're not hoping on what's your next draw. They create options themselves. They create cards that you can then play on those subsequent turns, and then hopefully multiple cards on the final turn. But that Aero play is always super, super clutch. So that is Camp Lehigh. It's kind of funny with the the trumpet, but no sound effect. But hey, what can you do? I'm sure they're working on it. Big patch. I'm going to be covering data mine cards. There's a whole bunch announced today in the patch. I've just been feeling a bit under the weather, so I didn't get to it, but I'm going to be doing it tomorrow. So it's definitely snap subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I'll catch you guys next time.